Hey guys, Warchild V1 here with a short little video. I ordered some taillight overlays for my 2016 WRX. These work for the 2015 or 2016, of course, and they just came in. So I'm super excited. We're gonna turn this clear spot right here red so it can match the rest and just get rid of, that's the last bit of chrome on this car. The last thing that I'm not gonna jack with, of course, would be the stainless exhaust. We're gonna leave that alone. We don't need to black that out. But once this is done, it'll be time to tint the windows, get some nice dark tint, and this car will be set. I'm excited, so let's do this. First step is, of course, wash the taillight. Wash it very well. I've already washed it with some soapy water, and I'm just going over it with a little microfiber right now just because why not? Here we go. Get some water. I got soapy water, but that's nice and wet. And we're gonna do the same to this. Get it nice and wet. All right. Everything's nice and wet. Now, you put it into place, and since everything's nice and wet, you can kind of slip it around a little bit until it's right where you need it to be. Just that right there already looks damn good. I would say so myself. At this point, you smear out the extra shit. Nah, all right, hold on. The plus with vinyls is, as long as you keep it nice and wet, you can redo anything. Just keep it nice and wet, that's all. Let's see, I want this right at the edge here in the back. Oh yeah. All right, it's lined right up with the edge. And no. Keep it nice and wet. All right, get it nice and wet, and we just stick it right into place. The cool thing about getting it wet is you can slip it around, slide it around. Nothing's permanent until, well, until we get rid of all the water from behind it. But it's still not completely permanent. You could still, shit. You could still peel it off if you ever decide that you don't like it. That right there looks great to me. It really does. All right, so now you could use a rubber squeegee, which I do not have. It does not come with it in this kit from Subi Speed. Or use your fingers. That's actually what they recommend to get all the water out. I'm gonna use my wife's hair dryer. It's set on hot. I'm gonna put it on high. It gets pretty warm pretty fast. And this will just help get the rest of the water out of there. Alright, so I went and got a business card since I don't have a rubber squeegee. And as long as you keep it nice and wet, you should be able to squeegee it out real good. You definitely want to keep it wet. And as long as you keep it wet, you can also redo anything that you need to redo. You can peel the thing off and put it back as much as you want. Alright. So what I'm going to do at the bottom is hanging down a little bit. We're going to heat it up and tuck it. Nice and hot and nice and tucked. I just want to do this a few times, get it nice and tight up in there. In fact, I'm going to fold the business card in half, make it nice and thick. That can hold it into place for a minute. Other than that, I'm pretty damn happy with what we got here. I may get a X-Acto knife and cut some of the excess off instead of just tucking. But either way, as you see, it went from a taillight with chrome in the middle to all red, which I think is beautiful. I'm really liking the look of this. This is exactly what I was hoping for. I've seen a few other websites that sell the same stuff, and one of the sites guy's complaint was it didn't match the red on his tail light. To me, this matches pretty damn well. I got these from Subi Speed. It seemed to really match pretty damn well. But I'm going to sit here and work with it for a little bit just to make sure all air bubbles are out and that I have it down into this little crease here. So I'll get back with you guys in a minute. Alright guys, I'm actually going to call it a win on this side. I think it looks nice. Just lighten it up. It looks nice, it looks beautiful, it fits perfect. And I'm about to move to side number 2. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I did use an X-Acto knife and cut off just a little bit here in the corner because it's hard to heat up and tuck a corner real good to where I feel like it's going to stay. So I just cut the corner off so it's not having to be tucked. But as for what we could see, you can't tell. Not from here. Yeah, let's move on to the other side. All right, well, we're back. Side number 2. I'm wiping off the outside of this thing because it did get grass and stuff on it from sitting on the ground. Go ahead and use my microfiber to wipe off the lens. It's already been cleaned. I cleaned it with soapy water. That's how you do it. All right, now the super loud AC turns on. God, I hope that's not too loud. I don't think it will be though. We'll find out. Let's do this. Nice and wet with my soapy water mixture. Again, barely any soap. I'm not using like a lot of soap in here. It was literally 2 drops of dishwasher detergent. All right, both are nice and wet. I really like the placement that I did before on that one where it didn't have to wrap around over here in the back. So the back is the main part I'm trying to line up right now. But I think I just got it first try, actually. there are grooves on this tail light. Right here at the bottom it has a groove, and on the side right in here it has a groove, and you want to push all the water out of that groove and make sure that your vinyl is seated in there. So it's another thing to keep in mind that I didn't mention on the last one. There's a gigantic ant. Alright dude, you can have fun on the car for now. Alright, now that I've worked with it a little, I'm going to put some heat on it to try to dry it off so I can see where any bubbles may reside. Now, you don't want to put too much heat on it. This isn't something I mentioned a second ago. When you're heating it up with a blow dryer, if the blow dryer gets pretty damn hot, you don't want to leave it on for more than like 5-6 seconds at a time, really. Or you may melt the vinyl. You don't really want to melt it, but you do want to heat it up enough for it to become pliable. If you're using a heat gun, I wouldn't do more than 2-3 seconds at a time. But I no longer have a heat gun, so I am using my wife's Conair blow dryer. This thing gets pretty damn hot, so I'm trying to play it safe and be careful. But we're heating it up for 2 reasons. 1, to help dry any soapy water underneath, and 2, to help form it to any creases or curves that it needs to go on. Because to get it around a corner, you heat it up and then press it down, and that's just how that works. I myself, I'm probably going to cut off a little bit of this corner so I don't have to wrap it as much. But other than that, it's already on there pretty damn beautifully. So I'm going to get this laid out and then I'll show you the finished product. Alright guys, well that's about it. I got both sides on. The only tips I could come up with are if you open the trunk, you can get it curled around here on this lip a little easier because there's nothing in the way. Other than that, they go on pretty nice and easy. Just like I said, keep it nice and wet, and you can put it on there nice and easy. It goes on pretty smooth. You just wipe out all the bubbles. Probably be nice if you had a rubber squeegee. I just used a finger and then a business card towards the end to get it down inside the bottom crack and stuff like that. But I don't know, I really like it. I think it came out nice. Got rid of the last little bit of chrome. The color looks good. I'm happy with it. So hope this video helped someone out or helped you decide if you were wanting to get some red overlays or anything of the sort. They fit on a 2015 or 2016 WRX. There's a link in the description for where I bought them. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.